A familiar figure sits at his desk, tipping the remaining contents of the tumbler into his mouth. You know that doesn't actually do anything for you, an amused voice responds from the entryway. The man glares at the visitor. Well, if my ancestor wasn't such a rude, disgruntled ancient being, I would invite him in. But alas, once upon a time I drank with him. Now I can't get rid of him. You tattooed your face on my ass. I'm allowed to be disgruntled. You lost the bet. Besides, it didn't even hurt. Dio responds, his voice a touch softer. Well, it may be true that my tolerance for pain and pleasure are both a bit excessive, but it's painful to see you like this sometimes. Fair point. I can't even stand to look at myself anymore. Emotions don't befit me well. Well, luckily for you, Uncle Dio has brought a present. One that's sure to bring a bit of warmth to that cold, calculating heart of yours. With that, Dio pulls out a flask from his pocket, grinning wickedly as he says, What about some of this stuff? I bet you'll definitely feel something afterwards. Yuri smirks. I thought you'd never ask. They continue to bicker, good-naturedly for a while, and eventually Dio wanders off, undoubtedly up to no good. Yuri sits for a while longer, making a mental note to check up on the spirit magic fledgling. The school nurse left him a note, informing him that the gifts were accepted. Yuri won't ever admit it, but he does have a soft spot for her. In some ways, she reminds him of his daughter. He supposes it's a good thing that she hasn't expressed aspirations to learn battle magic. He's not sure how he'd respond to such a request. Eventually, the battle magician stands up and heads towards a room. The drink Dio brought is good. The warmth flows through his body, leaving him a little buzzed and nostalgic. Before he knows it, he finds himself standing inside the room he once shared with his wife. The room he hasn't stepped into since the devastating deaths of the two most important people in his life.
Papa!
The voice comes from the corner of the room, but there is no one there. Only a standing mirror covered with cloth. I must have had too much to drink, Yuri mutters to himself, staring at the tumbler in his hands. Dio was right. This is very strong stuff indeed. I always forget what a kick ambrosia gives.
Papa!
The voice calls to him again, and curiosity stirs at the corner of his mind. The faculty dormitories have been warded with numerous protective runes and enchantments. Nothing with ill intent can pass through without experiencing excruciating pain and alerting the faculty. Not to mention, he reinforced the security wards himself. Nothing short of deities can pass through without an express invitation. With that in mind, he reaches out a hand and grasps the corner of the cloth, tugging it off in one swift motion. The tumbler falls from his hands, shattering into a million pieces on the floor. He staggers back, his eyes wide with shock and surprise. Anna? His daughter. But it's not possible. She's been dead for over a decade. So then, what is she doing, standing on the opposite side of the mirror and not looking a minute older than the last time he saw her, staring out at him? Startling realization hits him like being dumped into a frozen lake in the middle of winter. Holy gods, Lily. You actually did it.
Welcome to Arcadia Academy, the elite school for magicians. Here, we teach our students to prepare for battle like Athena, but fight like Ares. All of our students have the opportunity to learn battle magic should they choose. But remember, great magic requires sacrifice. Hi guys, and welcome to Arcadia Academy. I'm Kelly, your DM for this campaign. Joining me today are Betty, who plays Cassandra, and unfortunately will not be joining us tonight due to internet connectivity issues, Cecil, who plays John Baptiste,
Wave.
Caleb, who plays James.
Hello, hello.
Logan, who plays Demetrius.
Hey, everyone.
Nick, who plays Alex.
Sup?
David, the man from behind the curtain who helps me make things happen. And tonight we are joined by a special guest, our friend Zach.
Hey.
And occasionally we'll be graced by Rosie, our resident cat dragon. So guys, when we last left off, a lot of things happened. The biggest thing being that we had a very special episode. It was an interlude episode where we kind of followed you guys through your time at Arcadia Academy and various things happened. But just prior to that, you guys had the opportunity to explore Olympia Village and to get to know some of the residents who live there. You guys learned that Olympia Village is unique in that not all of its inhabitants are human. Demetrius rudely tried to mentally invade Mayor Aldridge's mind and was reprimanded. Jean-Baptiste read up on the local gossip, and Cassandra solved the mayor's riddle and claimed a prize. You guys also learned that community service is a requirement at Arcadia Academy, and you guys decided on various means with which to accomplish that. So, with that being said, some time has passed, and you guys now find yourselves at yet another physical fitness training class. And you guys notice, as I drag you onto the map, that there is a new face that you have not seen yet. He is rather tall and bald, and he wears a blindfold covering his eyes with a series of runes inscribed on them. He wears the traditional traveling clothing of a monk. It's burnt orange. It's a burnt orange tunic with brown linen pants that allow for unrestricted movement. He has prayer beads draped across his torso, and there's a crossbody satchel that appears to have seen better days, sitting on like the stairs behind him. He is barefoot, and he carries a quarterstaff in one hand, and there is a sheath sword strapped to his back. And he is chatting with Professor Walker as you guys make your way in. And you notice at that point that there are several of your fellow students that have already made their way around, that have made their way to this arena, and they are casually chatting, waiting for your arrival. So, hey, Professor Walker, you want to greet your students as they come in?
Good morning, good morning. Quiet down now. Maintain distance. Enough to raise your arms. We'll be doing some stretching today before our activities that we have planned. Why is your group so late? We started 3 minutes ago. I'll be getting those 3 minutes back from you. In sweat.
Promises, Cher.
All right.
I didn't know you were late.
Well, that's because you don't have a fancy sundial watch like I do. I'm out here almost all the time. Sun's out, guns out, ladies and gentlemen. If you're worried about getting your clothing dirty, you may take this time now to remove your precious garments and set them aside on the stonework. We will be getting rough and tumble.
You know, I don't remember Professor Walker being this, snarky. But as he addresses the lot of you, he gestures to the figure beside him.
You do realize that I'm blind, right?
No, that was
Well,
my
yes.
cue for David.
Well, yes, you may be blind, but they're not. Students, here today I have with me a very dear friend, Asher Krillian. Asher, if you'd like, you may give yourself some introductions. You're quite a traveled man, and I think that your experiences and perception on some matters may be of use today.
Was that a joke, my friend?
I thought you'd see it coming.
Ha ha, very funny. Yes, as Professor has mentioned, him and I are very good friends. I am here as your combat instructor, but it is not permanent, shall we say. I am only here temporarily, as I assist around the grounds with other tasks. As you can tell, I am blind, but do not let that fool you. I see more than you know. I've traveled here to assist, and with that, we are going to get started. Professor, would you like to explain what we are doing today?
I would absolutely love to explain. While we go through some stretches, I would wager that none here are as flexible as you are, Asher. You see, this man knows something of discipline, and he has disciplined his body to perform a great many feats. Just look at this toned physique. You should all aspire to maintain a form as graceful and strong as this one. Not only will it help you in every aspect of your life, but the most important and critical aspect, which is maintaining your energy levels for your battle magic. It'll be life and death for you if you fail to reach the standards that we aspire here, that you'll need in order to graduate from Arcadia Academy.
So then Professor Walker guides you through your stretches, and then afterwards he splits you guys up into teams of 6. So please place yourselves accordingly. There is already a team of 6 to your left. You guys are going to be the one on the right. As Cassandra and Demetrius will not be joining us for a little bit, you guys are... Jean-Baptiste, are you on the map? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I guess I'll play Cassandra. All right, so Professor Walker explains to you guys that today you guys are going to be practicing some of your skills through the time-honored game of dodgeball. With a few modifiers, so please take a minute to read up on the rules. So no magic, no weapons, and no extra modifiers allowed. To roll to hit another player, you roll a 1d20 plus strength or dex. You get to choose. If you pick up a ball, you temporarily gain a +3 to your AC. You may also choose to use the ball to bounce another ball away. With that being said, you can only have one ball at a time. If a ball hits you, you are out. If a ball misses you by less than 2 points, you may use your reaction to catch the ball and retrieve a teammate from the sidelines. And of course, last team standing wins.
Ball misses you by 2, like
so
equal to or less than.
Yes,
2.
equal to or less than 2, but I couldn't find that sign, but less than or equal to.
Yeah.
So it's less than or equal to 2. Yes, thank you for the clarification, Zach. So you guys notice your upperclassmen kind of smirking at each other and like fist bumping each other as they gather. Alex,
I feel like this is just a little bit unfair.
Alex.
Rigged. Yes.
you get the feeling that there's something going on with those fist bumps and those smirks. Just a feeling.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can see
Mhm.
anything?
You may absolutely try to make a perception check. Yes.
9. No,
It just gives
no.
you kind of like a feeling of unease. You're thinking to yourself, they seem a little too comfortable and you're a little nervous. You don't remember the last time you played dodgeball.
Now,
All right.
question.
Yes.
Would your discipline abilities be counted as magic?
Yes. So no discipline abilities.
I don't think any of mine would work in this situation.
Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to have everybody roll initiative. I'm going to need an extra second because I need to roll like 8 initiatives.
Mhm.
But then I'm going to pair you guys up. So like you guys are going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then both ones on each team are going to go and so on and so forth. Otherwise, this would take forever. So go ahead and roll initiative.
Do you want to bring up the initiative tracker?
It's up.
There.
Big
Okay.
3.
I rolled a 16, but it didn't pop up on the tracker.
Roll it again.
Roll it again.
Yeah.
And then Kelly
there
just
it is.
manually added it.
Okay. I thought I was rolling for Cassandra. That's weird. Hold on.
As initiative is getting sorted out, Asher like assumes like a strong foundation stance and just basically like stomps each foot once, raises the earth slightly into a chair, and then sits down, breaks off a corner of the chair, compacts it into 3 balls, and then begins spinning them in his hand.
Nice. Okay. How do we determine who gets the balls again? I don't think we worked this out.
It's 3 balls on the north side, 3 balls on the south side, and then just whoever goes first in the initiative, they can run for a ball or they can not run for a ball.
Okay.
Whatever.
So we'll say Cassandra and Callan are up. So we are going to say Cassandra is definitely going to try to get to a ball. And Callan is definitely going to try to get to a ball. So we'll say that they both have a ball. And that is their turn. So then the Garretts are both going to try. I think the Garretts would just run up. So Alex and Ruga are going next. So there are 2 balls left on each side. Ruga is definitely going to go for a ball.
Alex is also going for a ball.
Okay, great. So move yourself wherever. Talrin and Mariana. I think Mariana would go for a ball, even if she doesn't care for one. Talrin definitely would go for a ball. All right. And now Jonathan and JB.
John Baptiste is going to stand back and watch Talrin run across the court and whistle.
Okay.
And woohoo.
And then Sylvie and James. Sylvie would move to join her team as they have 3 balls and you guys have 3 balls. Okay. James, what are you doing?
James will run with his team.
Okay. So Cassandra is definitely going to try to throw a ball at, we'll say Ruga, because he's the closest. So Cassandra rolls. Ooh, she hits. Great. So Ruga is out. And he would, I think, drop his ball. So he's out. Good job. Callan would aim for Alex. So Callan.
And I have a ball.
So you may attempt to block. So let me see.
Gives me a temporary plus
Plus
3
3.
to my AC.
Okay. So he
So
totally
that
misses.
Makes
Ball totally misses. You guys are able to pick up an extra one if you'd like. Both Garretts, I think Garrett would definitely run for the ball to go grab it. Other Garrett is going to stay where he is. Okay, so, all right, Alex and Ruga. No, Ruga's out. So, Alex and Telrind. Telrind's going to try to throw a ball at you, Alex. So,
I'm going to try to throw a ball right back at
okay.
him.
So, roll to attack. So, let me see, Telrind.
13.
That's going to miss. Telrind. He's also going to miss. Great. So you guys have extra balls on each side. Mariana and Jonathan. Jonathan's definitely going to try to hit. He's going to aim at you, Alex, because you're up front. Mariana would probably try to hit Sylvie. So even with a ball in her hand, Mariana gets hit. But let's see if Mariana manages to hit him back. Okay, so she totally misses. And Mariana is out. Jonathan and JB. So Jonathan. John Baptiste, you have a ball that you would be able to pick up if you wanted to. Wait. Jonathan was aiming for Alex, wasn't he?
Yes. So 18 would hit. Alex is out.
All right, well, you are out as well. Sorry. So then Mariana wouldn't be out. She wasn't hit. Sorry. Okay, but Mariana did miss. JB, you would be able to pick up a ball if you like. Sylvie does not have a ball. She's going to go and grab one.
Yeah, John Baptiste will saunter over to the ball and pick it up.
Okay. You want to try to hit?
Yeah, sure. I'll just throw it haphazardly at whoever he sees first. I don't know who's who with their icon, so...
Like Telrin?
No, not Talrin. The other Garrett.
Okay, so 3rd year Garrett. Okay. So roll to hit. Okay.
That's 2.
Totally misses, and that's okay. And then James and Garrett, because we're going back to the top. So 3rd year Garrett's going to grab a ball and try to hit probably Mariana. So wow, he just hits. Mariana's out. James, what are you doing?
Is there a ball?
Yeah,
nearby?
you can grab a ball.
Cool. I'll James grab a ball and he will launch it. Not sure who this is. Is
That is Garrett. 3rd year Garrett.
Yeah, I will try and throw at 3rd year Garrett.
Okay.
You said Dex or Strength, right?
Yep, you get to choose Dex or Strength.
16.
Nice. Let me see. So Garrett is, well, actually Garrett has a ball, so it just misses. Hey, Alex,
Yes.
you continue to get that inkling that there's something going on with the upperclassmen. Because for one, it's kind of hard to hit them. Just an observation.
Insight check when I on my turn.
So let me see. This is as you're watching the others play. So you're going to be up next. It's Cassandra and Callan again. So Callan's going to pick up a ball, try to hit Cassandra. So he is going to miss. Cassandra's going to try to pick up that ball and move. And try to hit Jonathan. I'm not having fun flipping between 12 character sheets, guys. She's going to just...
Welcome to DMing.
She's going to just miss. So then, Alex, you can try to make an... How are you insight checking them?
You know what? Perception check.
Okay, yeah. Perception check.
I want to make a perception check. Natural 20
Cool.
for a 25.
So, Alex, you feel like before the rules to the game are announced, you feel like your upperclassmen totally pulled some battle magic tactics just before the game was announced. And they probably all upped their AC. That's the feeling that you get.
I kind of lean back to Mariana. I have a feeling they're using battle magic.
And Mariana just
or
sighs.
magic in general.
And she says, "You didn't see this coming?"
You know, I just was able to notice what was going on.
And she just sighs and turns back to the game. All right, is there anything you'd like to do? Well, no, sorry, you're out.
Yeah, I can't really do anything.
So Ruga and... No, Ruga's out. Fuck. Talrin and JB. So Tara's going to pick up a ball and try to hit you, John Baptiste.
Okay.
23.
All right. JB's out.
Okay, so if you had a ball, you dropped it. James and Jonathan.
James will go for the ball that JB dropped.
Okay. You're gonna
JB
try to
didn't
hit?
actually have one. He threw it, if you recall.
Oh, you threw it? All right, cool.
And he missed. You would have a ball somewhere on your side, though.
Cool. Yeah, James will go and grab that then.
Cool. So then, are you going to try to hit somebody?
Yeah, he'll try and go for Jonathan.
Okay. Roll.
17.
Okay. Okay. So a 17 just misses. He is going to take the opportunity to drop the ball he's got and catch the one you have. And he's going to bring Ruga back.
Okay.
So he doesn't aim his ball. Cassandra and... Yeah, it's Cassandra and Sylvie. I'm getting all my people mixed up. Okay. So Sylvie's going to grab a ball from somebody and aim at Cassandra. Okay, so that's going to... Okay, so that is just going to miss because Cassandra has a ball. Cassandra's going to take her turn to drop her ball so that one of you guys can catch it. And then she's going to catch Sylvie's ball. And she's going to bring Alex back.
Okay.
All right. And then third year Garrett and first year Garrett are up. They're going to attempt to hit each other. First year Garrett misses. Third year Garrett misses. First year Garrett hits. And Garrett is out. One of the Garretts. All right. Callan and Alex.
I would like to pick up the ball that Cassandra dropped.
Okay.
Hey, Alex, are you going to tell us about their shenaniganery?
And as he gets closer to everyone, he whispers in that there is battle magic at play. They increased their... they must be doing something to make it harder on us to be able to hit them.
Cool, good to know.
Are you going to try to hit somebody?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to aim for Jonathan.
Okay.
And using my strength. 21.
Okay. So a 21 just matches. So Jonathan is out. He drops his ball and Talwyn scoops it up. Callan is going to try to hit at first year Garrett. And he is going to hit. First year Garrett is out. Both Garretts are out. Okay, so now it is Ruga and James.
James is going to use subtle spell and cast bless on the 3 of us.
You're gonna use subtle spell.
Yes.
So you are choosing to use magic despite being told no.
Oh yeah, but I make no somatic or verbal components of the spell.
Okay.
Are you a sorcerer?
Yes, I am.
Oh, smart.
Okay. Yeah, so I was gonna ask, does Asher catch this?
No, he wouldn't be able to.
Okay. Just
Nope,
double-checking.
nobody can catch it. If he subtle spells
Gotcha.
it, it's undetectable.
Nice. Good. Sneaky, sneaky. All right, you guys. So you guys can add a D. Oh, an attack roll. You guys can add a D4. Nice. Very cool. Okay, so that's your action.
Yes, that is my action.
Okay, cool. So then Cassandra's turn and Callan, and because Cassandra's gonna try to aim at Sylvie again. Callan's gonna aim for Alex. So let's try this. So Cassandra.
And she gets a D4.
Mm-hmm. Let me roll the thing first and then add a D4. Well, she rolled a 5, so it would miss no matter what. And then Callan aiming for Alex. He is also gonna miss. All right. Ruga and JB. Ruga and James. He's gonna pick up the ball. That Cassandra
James will also
aim for Alex.
Oh, since I don't know what they're rolling for
Mhm.
to hit, it's going to be really hard for us to be able to know if we can catch the ball.
So
or
far, it
not.
hasn't been. I've been looking at the stats. It hasn't been that close
Okay.
except for that one time. The 2 times. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So Ruga throws the ball at Alex, and Alex, you are able to use your reaction to catch this if you'd like.
Cool. I'd like to do that.
Okay, who do you want to bring back?
I'd like to bring back JB.
Okay, JB, you're back.
Okay.
Great.
Then James will throw at Sylvie.
Okay.
A D4, 19 total.
Okay. She would have just missed. So yes, Sylvie is out. So you guys keep going for a while. And eventually, Professor Walker calls a stop to the game. And he says, I hope that this was a good lesson in teaching you that the best offense is a good defense. Your upperclassmen clearly have learned this throughout the years that they've spent training. If you learn battle magic, if you have the ability to increase your wards and to increase your protection, you should always take the time to do so.
Interesting lesson.
He turns and gestures to Asher Carillion and says, Asher over here is a monk from the Order of Our Holy Lady. They have trained in various types of elemental manipulation, and they have attained mastery over the gifts that they have been blessed with. He is someone you should aspire to become like one day. And when he says that, there are whispers amongst the upperclassmen, especially when he mentions the Order of Our Holy Lady. And you guys get the feeling that this is a group of very powerful magicians. Professor Walker then kind of turns over to Asher and says, any parting words before we send our young ones off for the day?
You flatter me, but what I saw was pitiful. If you are supposed to be special, it is not promising. I hope you learned something. This was not simply a game of dodgeball.
All right, you heard him. Off with you lot. I'm sure Professor Romanov's got a lot of work to do with you as well. And with that, you guys are done.
JB's gonna mutter, "I'm a lover, not a fighter, share," and then put his clothes back on.
Oh yeah, JB, were you shirtless the whole time?
Oh, he stripped down to his skivvies. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that would have been a sight. All right, well.
No wonder why we were doing so poorly.
Yeah, well, the thought occurred to me. I was like, you guys, the battle magic stuff for defensive magic lasts a much, depending on what you cast, lasts a while. So it didn't make sense to me that you guys weren't trying it. But then I was like, look, it's opportunity for story, opportunity for growth, and a great opportunity to bring in a friend of ours, Zach, and Asher, whom Betty would have recognized, but Cecil definitely would recognize from Morning Cove.
Of course.
Cool. So, Zach, thank you so much for joining us.
I'm here for you.
I don't think this turned out exactly how we envisioned, but it was still very fun, a little stressful for me on all ends, but very fun. I hope we'll see more of Asher in the world of Arcadia at
Hell
some
yeah, brother.
point. All right. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
What is that?
Later.
Bye, Zach.
Okay. So, once you guys are dismissed, you guys are off to do the things. You guys do your normal routine. So whether it's going to shower, grabbing food, doing all of the above, and eventually you guys make your way to the battle magic classroom. However, upon arriving outside, you guys notice that the doors are locked and that they don't open, similar to your first day.
Again?
Did we just wait and they opened eventually, or did we force our way in? I can't remember.
So should we use this time to quickly catch up?
Oh yeah, so out of all of you guys, would anyone have kept their interlude stuff to themselves, like low key? I feel like Demetrius would probably have kept his findings to himself, but the rest of Cassandra, I feel like would have opened up to you guys.
JB had a scene in the courtyard that was obvious, but the second one is secret. So I think that.
Okay, so then at some point you guys might have seen JB in the courtyard, or you guys would have heard gossip about that first year student who like talks to himself, possibly in regards to JB. JB, at some point you would have walked in on Alex's date with Alyssa, like just peeking around the corner, maybe eavesdropping shamelessly, and moving away before he caught you peeking in.
No, that's okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. I think JB would going forward if that happens, and JB sees that, he would use his ability to talk in the mind to give tips.
Yeah, well, I
That's
mean,
fun.
At some point during the dinner, Alex is just staring there like, why is it in my mind?
You're doing great, Chair.
yeah, James, would you have
That's
kept
awesome.
your library research rosy things to yourself?
Yes, for now.
Okay, so then you might not have shared anything.
Demetrius would. The reason he probably wasn't at the dodgeball game was because he's been having issues and been going to the medical.
Yeah, so you guys
ward a
would have
lot, so-
noticed this as a pattern that's been occurring. So Demetrius would either be missing most of the morning classes, or he would walk in like halfway through or something. And you guys would have noticed that for whatever reason, Professor Walker was not like yelling at him for being late, like almost like he's aware of what's going on with Demetrius. So Demetrius, you might see him from time to time kind of like rubbing at his temples like he's warding off a headache. And if you guys had asked him about it, he'd be like annoyed, like, I'm fine, leave me alone. Kind of like the very first time when Alex tried to ask.
I do got battle swans though. That everybody should know.
Oh yeah, so it's totally canon. So one day coming home from classes, you guys would have seen a pair of swans wearing like fancy knitted vests, like just outside the dormitories. And if anybody tried to approach, they would have like gotten aggressive and bit them. So Alex and Cassandra, you guys probably tried to like pet them and got bit. Just something.
Yeah.
And as soon as they saw Demetrius, they'd be all docile, walking over, letting him pet him and all that good stuff. So those are his family's battle swans. Okay,
Yep.
so everybody eventually makes their way to the battle magic classroom, where they find themselves standing outside with the rest of their year mates. You guys wait for what feels like a good 15-20 minutes. After everybody in your class has arrived, you guys are still kept waiting. And eventually, the doors fly open and Professor Romanov steps out. And the door shuts behind him. And he faces all of you with a look of kind of mild irritation, a little exasperation, and some disappointment on his features. And it kind of rolls off of him in waves. Like you guys feel it tangibly. Like you guys were found kicking someone's puppy, is how bad you guys feel, seeing the look on his face.
Students, I am utterly appalled by something disturbing that I only very recently heard from a colleague. I learned that, instead of using the muscle between your ears, you disrupted other classes with your foolish behavior while waiting for your alchemy instructor, showing no regard for the educations of your fellow students. What is the school's motto again? Sapentiam ante bellum. Wisdom before war. Or in this case, use your God-given brains. What little there may be for you to use. I will not teach battle magic to a group of children. You do not truly believe that we do the things we do solely for shits and giggles, no? I mean, admittedly, on some level, yes. Things can occasionally be humorous. But everything on this campus is designed to teach you a valuable lesson. Primarily, one of the two tenets of the school. Wisdom and war. If I wanted brainless soldiers to follow my every command and order, I would have accepted the offer's commission asked of me a decade ago. But no. I want to teach competent magicians. In order to be a competent magician, you must use your brains. Right. Enough lecture. I am not your father. But it would be remiss of me not to address disrespect shown towards my colleagues. Now, line up and get in here, one at a time. The head mistress asked me to do this frivolous task, so we will get it out of the way before we start class. As you are all aware by now, open house is next weekend. One of the decorations is a photo display of all of our students. And with that, Yuri takes out a Polaroid camera and gestures you to move forwards, stand in place, before he snaps a photo of you, one by one, before ushering you into the classroom beyond him.
JB makes sure to wink in his picture.
Okay. So you guys all have your photos taken shortly before you are allowed into the classroom. So he takes the photos, and once he's done taking photos of all of you, he kind of flips through them, makes sure he has one for everybody, and he comments,
My cute little students, you've been learning so much, and yet there is still so much for you to learn. Think of this as a pop quiz.
With that, he walks up to his desk and he kind of opens the top of his chessboard to reveal like a little storage area underneath. And he tucks the Polaroid photos into the board. And then as the chess pieces slide across the board, he comments,
The process of making voodoo dolls is so much more convenient these days. I'm terrible at knitting anyways.
So with that, you guys feel the odd sensation of something sinking into your skin and briefly touching your magical cores. When this happens, something seems to lock into place, like a barrier of some sort, and you realize that you can no longer access part of your magic. This being the cantrips and spell slots granted as part of your class features. And as Yuri watches you guys kind of like look at yourselves in bewilderment at not knowing what's going on, he clarifies,
For the next 24 hours, you may only use battle magic spells and your discipline abilities. You will find your weapons to be ineffective, so don't bother to waste your time.
and all of a sudden, you feel like you can't remember any of your spells and cantrips. Like, you know that you've learned them, but all you can recall right now are the things that you've learned from your discipline mentors and from your battle magic class. And with that, the classroom disappears as you're standing in it.
Quite literally.
Yep, the classroom seems to disappear, walls and bookshelves melting into a vast expanse of open space. Kind of like the desert, except it's an infinitely expanding but like empty classroom. As the chairs and desks disappear into a surprising iteration of first day orientation, students who are sitting suddenly find themselves falling flat on their asses. You may attempt to succeed on a DC 10 dexterity save to not fall on your asses.
Nope.
Yep. Cassandra falls flat. James makes the save. You want me to roll for you, Logan? We'll say sure. Okay, so everybody falls flat except for James and Jean-Baptiste. Professor Romanov disappears out of sight as well, his cloak wrapping around him like a bat's wings, pulling him out of sight. The only thing remaining is the board with 7 empty boxes on it. So, the first thing you guys should know is that the classroom is currently a high ley line area. Roll a 1d12 for how many temporary additional hit die you may use.
5 temporary. Oh, that maxes me out for
and
my temporary.
well, temporary doesn't count against you, so that's something to know.
Yeah.
So this would be a good time for you to determine whether or not you may want to re-roll if you have any opportunity to do so. If you feel like you've rolled low. Just a suggestion. As you guys are getting situated, a figure abruptly seems to melt out of nowhere. So, roll me initiative. To be fair, I did warn you guys to read up on battle magic stuff.
Yeah, you did.
A lot. I warned you like 3 times. I feel like that's plenty. Okay, well, she rolled a 23, so we'll give her 23. Okay, and Marianne
5, correct?
I'm sorry?
So we have a max of 5 BMPs.
You do. That's the max you can roll at this time.
Gotcha.
But these extra hit die give you more opportunities to roll for 5s. So if you feel like you've rolled very low, you may want to think about if you have anything to allow you to re-roll. So yes, to reiterate, your weapons will be useless here.
Good to know.
Well, he did give you the warning before the classroom disappeared. Oh, no, I don't want to do that.
Does that also mean our armor is ineffective?
I don't believe so. Okay, so Cassandra gets to start. Gonna attempt battle magic and attack. So let's see, roll a 1d20. You're attacking the giant thing to your left, Logan. The only giant thing to your left. No, the boxes. So that is a whiteboard with 7 boxes on it.
It's namely, and there's 7 different challenges.
Nice. So Cassandra is gonna hit.
Oh,
Well,
damn.
it's gonna. Well, that's just her roll. So to attack, let's do some cold damage. Gonna make a bolt. So for a bolt, okay, so it's plus dispel attack bonus, which means it's gonna hit, and then it is gonna be. We'll say she's gonna try for the 5d4. So 10 cold damage. Okay, so that is Cassandra's turn. JB, you are up.
All right, now I'm going to generate some ability to cast some magic,
Okay,
and then I will wait until the end of somebody's turn so I can use it.
good. Would you like to take some movement?
No, but I will, I guess, take the dodge action.
Okay. And whose turn are you waiting until to hit this thing? Cassandra chose the end of her turn.
Somebody else's turn would be reaction would be used on somebody else's turn. So the next person in line.
Okay, so you want it to attack after. Okay, so it's going to be after James then. All right. James, you are up.
So cap that at 5.
Very nice.
And then so I can make a trigger on the end of my turn, correct? Okay.
If
And
you'd
then
like,
Can
yes.
I do a burden? How does that?
Yep. So which burden
James
would you
would
like?
to do Gorgon's Gaze.
Okay. So a
Say
Gorgon's...
DC 15 intelligence save.
Yes, hold on. Gorgon's Gaze. Okay, so DC 15 intelligence saving throw. So he fails.
So he's petrified for 2 rounds.
For
2 rounds.
1d4 rounds. Go ahead and roll 1d4. Petrified for 2 rounds. I'm going to write that down because I'm going to forget.
And
Okie
then
dokie. and now his AC becomes 17. And he has resistance to all damage. All right, JB. What's your
I
attack?
would like to spring Gates of Cerberus upon that same target.
Okay, so you are doing let me see. So 3 BMP plus 1 BMP. So you're doing 1 round.
How many BMPs did it cost Kelly to do the?
So the Gorgon's Gaze cost you 5
I do not have
BMP.
enough BMP for that. I don't see a base cost for those on there. Fine.
So the Gates of if you're looking at the actual handout that we updated, not the pamphlet, but the handout. So the pamphlet doesn't have all the in-depth information, all the details. It's like a cheat sheet. The actual the rest of the information is going to be in the
Roll20 handout.
on the Roll20
All right, then
handouts,
I
yeah.
will send a bolt of cold at the creature using.
Okay, a bolt of cold. How many BMPs would you like to use?
I have 4,
You
and
have
I'm
up
going
to
to
4.
spend the 4.
So roll 4d4. You also need to roll to hit, so a 1d20 plus your spell attack bonus. Nice, that's gonna hit. Okay, now roll your 4d4. All right, so he has resistance right now because he's petrified, so he takes half, which is 5. Resistance is halved, right? Okay, just double checking. I was like, I can't not do math. All right, so all the Garretts. All right, Garrett, first year Garrett, let's see what you've got. So he is gonna roll for his thingy. So he is actually gonna miss. All right, Alex, you
Okay.
are up.
I am going to move a little bit closer,
Okay.
and then I am going to at the end of my turn. I would like to cast using battle magic a radiant bolt, and I will spend 3 points of battle magic.
Okay. First, roll. Did you already roll your 1d20 plus
I
spell
am
attack
doing-
bonus to see if you hit?
13 to hit.
Okay, that's gonna miss because his AC right now is
Okay.
17.
That's my bad. I should not have done the.
It's fine. Do I lose any battle magic if I miss?
Yes, because it's the same as if you were to use an attack and miss.
Okay.
All right. You guys remember you guys also have possible discipline abilities to choose from, right?
Just none of mine can really.
Okay, cool.
I don't think anyone needs to make an immediate saving throw anytime soon.
A reminder for you guys. Okay, cool. All right, Mariana. Mariana is going to. Logan, you're not in the turn order. Hold on, let me fix it. You're not on the board, are you? Okay, there you go. So we'll just say that Mariana. Here, we'll do that. So then, Demetrius, you can take your turn. Mariana will go after you. Okay, so you got a 4. Are you going to try a attack, offensive, defensive, boon, or burden?
I'm throwing a bolt of lightning at it.
Great. So first, roll a 1d20 plus your spell attack bonus.
Spell attack. I don't have a spell.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that
it's
is
gonna miss.
Gonna miss.
Never mind.
Yep. So, all right. So then, hold on. So, Mariana is going to attempt a radiant bolt. First, she has to roll. Well, the good news is, guys, we're all learning this together. Okay, well, as far as shitty rolls go, that's pretty bad. She rolled for a 2. Good thing you guys have
Yeah.
extras, huh? Okay, so then a 1d20. Okay, that's gonna miss, so never mind. All right, so then this dude's turn. Cool. He is gonna move. Good news for you guys is he doesn't have a very far
Wait, isn't he still
range.
petrified?
Oh yeah, David, you don't move if you're petrified, right?
Correct.
Okay, well then never mind. He does nothing. So back to the top of the turn order, Cassandra. So this 2 now becomes a 1. Cassandra is gonna attempt a. Well, first she's gonna roll again. That is also gonna miss. John Baptiste, you are up.
I'm just going to generate some more BMP,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not going to spend it.
Just yet. Okay, so you get the full
That's
5.
my turn.
Or you don't want to prepare an action or anything?
No.
Okay. All right. Garrett is gonna attempt something. As soon as we see what he rolls. Hopefully, at the very least, this will give you guys familiarity with the setup for this, as we're all learning this together. He's gonna miss, unfortunately. Okay, Garrett, not so great.
All right, so he will generate some more BMP.
Yep. Get in the habit of generating that BMP, guys. Nice. So you get the full
7.
5.
Good.
Roll
Okay.
that 1d20 plus spell attack bonus to see if you hit.
Okay.
Gotta get 17 or more. So, you know, James did a good thing. He petrified the guy, but he also accidentally screwed over the rest of you.
Yeah, I was wondering I did not read up on petrifying. That's my bad.
It's okay.
At
It was
least he
cool,
can't-
though.
he
If it was
can't
like
move.
petrifying him so he guys could run away, that would be a different story. That's
Right,
gonna
okay.
miss. So, Alex, you are up.
Hang on, my spell attack +5. Yeah, never mind. Still missing.
Hey, hey, James. I know you've got some really cool, nifty abilities you've got that you could pull from that could totally apply in the situation.
I could.
Just saying.
Yes. Yes.
All right, Alex.
I would like to generate some battle magic points, and then I would.
Okay, so you get the full 5.
Yep.
Roll to see if you hit.
Hold up, I'm not doing an attack.
If you're doing offensive battle magic.
Yeah, I'm not doing offensive. I'm going to move up here, and at the end of my turn, I use Wisdom of Athena. 3 battle magic points to give a round of this on myself.
Okay. So you need to make a DC. You need to make a
Yep.
wisdom ability check. So make it.
21. So me and
Good. So
everyone within 15 feet of me now has advantage on our next attack roll, and enemies have disadvantage on attacks against us.
yep. So where is 15 feet? Let me see. From Alex, it is not Mariana, but John Baptiste. Okay, so everybody except Mariana and Demetrius. Great. Very nice. Will that be all?
Yes.
All right. Demetrius, what would you like to do?
He's gonna throw another bolt at him.
Okay, so roll a roll for your BMP first. Good. So all 5. And then roll to see if you hit.
That's a 20. That doesn't do anything.
What's your spell
I don't
attack
have
bonus?
a spell attack bonus. It's 10.
If you're a paladin, then it's plus your charisma.
Your spell attack bonus is 2.
Yeah, 2. Sorry.
So you just hit. So go ahead
yeah,
and
I'll
roll for
take it.
damage. You want to do all 5d4?
Oh yeah,
Do all 5d4.
10.
Okay, so he has resistance right now, so he takes half of that. So very nice. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'm happy where I am right now.
Okay, Mariana's turn. So Mariana is going to first do all the things. Okay, so she gets all 5. And then she is going to she's going to try for radiant. Wait, what?
Yeah, I was
Oh
wondering,
my
it's like,
gosh.
okay, then why ever use that then if it gives them AC?
Okay, well, I totally forgot about that part. But there's like 12 of you guys to backtrack, so we're not going to do that. We'll just go moving forward. Sorry. I forgot that petrified creatures I don't think I've ever fought with a petrified creature, so there's that. But thanks for pointing it out, Cecil. Sorry, guys. Okay, anyways, Mariana is going to attempt. Let's see if she hits first. So, ooh, okay, Mariana hits. She is going to do attempt to do 5d4 radiant. So, okay, well, he takes half of that. So he takes 5. Anyways, Clay Golem is still petrified, but he is no longer petrified. It's going to be Cassandra's turn as soon as she hops in. So perfect timing, you guys. Yay! Let me delete that too now.
Wait, so he's no longer petrified?
It's the end of 2 rounds, so he's no longer petrified. But, well, his AC is
I
more
really wish I
hittable
had
now.
Been smarter and read up on petrified because I could have hit him with something.
Okay, Cassandra, it's actually your turn.
Yes, welcome to the
Also-
chaos.
Also, hi.
where's the creature? I will roll. What is it?
The creature's here. Go ahead and roll a 1d12 if
Demetrius.
you'd like. Wow, Demetrius. You know, she's going to whack you over the head with the book. You're going to take like 1d4 damage. Okay, so I will give you 4. Wow,
Demetrius
nice.
said, for listeners, Demetrius said that
I just added
books
the
are
4 to your
useless,
temporary.
which I am offended by.
Okay, so I added the 4 to your temporary hit die already. So go ahead and roll. You have
Okay.
all these to work with. If you're going to attack, roll to see what your BMP is. Then roll the 1d20 plus your spell attack bonus to see if you hit. So you have all 5.
Okay.
Now 1d20 plus spell attack bonus, which I think yours is 5.
My spell attack bonus is 5, yes.
Yeah, so 1d20 plus
Okay,
5.
hold on. 19.
Okay, so a 19 is going to hit. So roll your damage. Do you want to put all 5 into whatever attack?
I will use 3. So, what kind
Okay.
of creature is this?
So
Is it just one creature?
none of you have rolled a check to see what kind
Oh,
of
can
creature
I
this
do
is.
that?
Go ahead.
Okay,
and
what would you
try.
like me to roll?
You can roll Arcana or History.
Okay. Let's do 14 history.
So you've never seen this kind of creature before, but you feel like you recognize this from either the like just magical like movies or
Uh-huh.
shit, you know? It's some kind of construct made of clay. You would assume it's some kind of clay golem.
Okay. So, has it attacked us yet? What kind of
It has not attacked you guys yet because your good old buddy James here petrified it, and therefore it was useless for 2 rounds, and it had an increased AC of 17, so most of you couldn't
Okay.
hit it.
and there's only
Did
one,
some damage,
correct?
alright.
You guys did some damage to it, true, but it has not attacked you guys yet because it
You will.
it couldn't.
I stand
There's
by my
only one,
actions.
correct?
Look, that's a really good spell if you guys want to like run away.
Yeah.
You know? But you guys can't run away, so you guys are trapped here.
Okay, so there's only one of them, correct?
That
I
you see.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's this whiteboard here with 7 boxes on it.
Oh, okay, that's okay. Can I do a perception check to see if anything looks suspicious?
You already rolled a
Okay.
check, so you're gonna have to
Okay,
wait till
that's
next
fine.
turn. Unless you want that to be your action.
No, that's fine.
But you're attacking, so what kind of damage would you like to do?
Okay. Well, I wanted to use 3 BMP. I think I will use a. Oh no, Demetrius is there. I can't use a wave. That's not a good idea. I wanted to like.
You could do a
what?
bolt. It's single target. A bolt is
Yeah,
single
I
target.
want to see if I can like get. Okay, can I do a blast?
Mhm.
Okay.
You can do whatever you
I
want.
want to do it like in case there's more
long as you
in
have the
the area.
BMPs.
So it's okay, Demetrius. I'm not going to hit you when I just got here late. So okay.
So,
Okay, so I'm going to do a
let's
blast.
see. So for a blast, he needs to make a DC 10 dexterity save.
Is it always 10 or is it like my spell modifier?
It's 10.
Okay. And then I get to roll.
So he
makes
makes
it.
it even with a -1.
Darn it.
James missed before spending any. So the way this works is even if you miss, it's kind of like spending a spell slot. You don't get those
Okay.
BMPs
Okay.
back.
Well, one or some clarification. Thank you.
Yeah. We haven't run into that yet, so we haven't. But moving forward, that's what it's going to be. Because it's like if you use a spell slot and you miss, you don't get that spell slot back.
Okay. So
So so it's going to be like you've
Okay.
missed.
that would have been
Alright.
such good damage.
So JB, what is up?
Now that it's not petrified, I'll wait until the end of someone's next turn to cast another bolt at it.
Okay, so like whoever's
So-
off. So not the end of your turn.
Right,
but someone
reactions
else's.
happen on
So
other people's
whose turn
turns,
do you
so
wanna
I
roll?
will
No,
wait.
so this isn't a.
So
this
it can.
this
So the way we've worded it is the end of another another person's turn or yourself.
This is technically a legendary action.
Right, but those happen at the end of other people's
Yes.
turns, not that particular creature's. But if I can do it now, then I will
So, though David and I have worded it so that you may choose to do it at the end of your turn if you
Okay.
would like. It just depends on how you'd like to influence combat. If you want to be like, hey, I'm just gonna kind of use it as like a second kind of attack, go for it. If you want to cast it at the end of someone else's turn, you can do that too.
No, that's
So-
fine. If it's I can do it right now, then I will toss another bolt at it.
Okay, so did you roll for
this is-
BMPs already? You did. You rolled last turn.
Right.
Okay,
right, I still have-
so roll to see if you hit 1d20 plus spell attack. One day I will stop saying that. That's gonna hit, and then roll to attack. How many BMPs you want to put into this?
3.
Okay, so 3d4 of
Necrotic.
okay.
5 damage. And that's
Okay,
it.
so it takes 2. Okay. All right. Oh, the Garretts. Hello, Garrett. Maybe he won't miss this time. Who knows? I think he felt pretty
Does that mean-
disappointed.
Does that mean all 3 Garretts go?
No. It's first year
Aw.
Garrett, but I made the same token for all 3 of them because I didn't want to do Garrett 1, Garrett 2, Garrett 3.
Aww.
So first, Garrett's going to attempt to roll. I hope you guys are keeping track of how many temporary hit die and all that you guys actually have, because I am definitely not keeping track of yours. Okay, so he is going to roll, let's see, not super great, but he totally misses. Fantastic. All right, James, you are up.
Cool. Hey, Alex, how long do we have advantage for?
Until the end of my next turn, which will be like soon.
And once we have it, we have to stay within 15 feet of you?
I think it doesn't say it. It literally is.
It
So I can
doesn't.
just move and still
When it's initially cast,
Be-
you
cool,
you
yeah.
have to be there, but you don't have
Cool,
to
cool,
stay
cool,
within
good
that
to
to
know.
yeah. Okay, so hey James, what's up?
will first move forward a bit. Then he will generate
Cool.
some BMP. Sevion.
Great, that's
And
the
he
full.
will do the 2 hit.
Okay. Nice, that's gonna
Well,
hit.
He'll
Even
roll
without your spell
again
attack
just 'cause it
bonus.
crits. Didn't. Okay, so that hit. He will then do let's do fire. He'll pump all 5
Okay.
into it. So it's 5d4, correct?
Yes.
18
Okay.
points of fire damage.
Oh, hold on. I owe you guys some damage because he was no longer petrified. So let me backtrack. So not Cassandra, JB. So +3, -3. Okay, and then -13 from from James. Perfect. Alex, you are up, and you guys no longer have the Wisdom of Athena advantage.
But wait, that means I never got it
Wait,
because I would have had to wait until my next turn in order to cast it. Well, then it would have been made sense if I used it on somebody else's turn. So it would have been at the end of that turn. So I guess
The
That
more
was-
you
that was-
oh,
that was my fault.
I didn't even think about that, but
You-
sorry, good
You know
to
what?
know. You know what, Alex? I'll let you have
Yay.
it.
Alright,
Take
so
it.
I'm gonna spend the last of what I have before rolling because I'm kind of in that weird spot where I don't want to waste the dice number. So
Of course.
this will be a radiant bolt.
Okay. I see that you guys have all chosen your elements.
11.
That is gonna
Okay,
miss.
and there goes 2 BPM.
Okay. That's a smart way of doing it. Demetrius, you are up.
Sweet. He's gonna throw another bolt at it.
Okay. So roll for your
But
BMPs.
before he does, he looks back at Garrett and says, "This is how you do it." And
Now
yeah,
you can't miss.
Oh,
Okay. So that's 3 hit dice to work with. That's fine. I mean, 3 BMPs to work with. Roll to attack. 1d20 plus spell attack bonus. So 2. Everyone's going to remember 2 for Demetrius because he can't count. I'm kidding.
Oops,
19.
sorry. And
The 19 will hit. So 3d4.
3d4. Bam.
Okay. So -7.
And he
All
looks.
right.
He looks back at Garrett with a smirk.
Looking pretty rough. All right. Mariana is going to move forward a little bit. Attempt to hit this thing. Okay, she misses. Never mind. All right, this guy's turn. So, finally, this big guy is gonna move right in front of you guys and end its turn. Cassandra, you are up.
Okay. I am going to. So I'm not standing right in front of Mariana. Move 10 feet over.
Yes, Logan, I'd love for you to try to punch this thing. Please.
Yeah, I just wanted to scoot over a bit. Okay. I'm going to just use the 2 BMP that I have left
Okay.
and try to hit it with a bolt.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Okay. So that is the.
I like that we finally got into a rhythm. Kind of. We'll see what happens when boons come around, but
So that's just the D20 plus 5.
1d20 plus your 5. Yep.
14.
That's barely gonna hit. Roll for damage.
2d4 because I'm using 2 BMP.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 5 total.
Minus 5. Nice.
Okay.
All right.
And then I'm gonna move again. Move back a bit.
Okay.
Okay. Nice squishy.
Okay, JB, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to generate some BMP, and I am not going to do anything after I do that.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna generate BMPs and do the same thing where you don't do anything for.
Yeah, I want to see how much I had. So I have 5, and I'm just going to sit on that and make a decision. Should it?
But you rolled 3.
Right. I had 2 remaining. 2 plus 3.
Oh, so now you have 5.
Right. So I'm going to sit on my 5 and see how the battle unfolds.
Okay. So you're passing over your
I'm going
turn.
to take the dodge action, but yes.
Okay. All right, Garrett. Poor Garrett.
Be useful, Garrett.
Guys, I am really not doing so
When
great.
you ever.
I guess you're right.
That's just mean.
Okay, so he actually hits. So Garrett is gonna try for a 4d4 lightning damage. So Garrett hits this thing with a streak of lightning, and this creature falls into a I don't know, like a pile of clay.
Gets one of these things down.
But as he does so, the lumps of clay split in half,
Oh, you got it.
and suddenly it forms 2
Oh,
smaller
fantastic.
creatures that look identical but a little smaller.
All right.
So I'm gonna have these 2 go at the same. Well, let me ask you guys: would you prefer they go at the same time or separately?
Now, if there's going to be 7 of them on the board, I'd say at the same time.
Okay, so then
Easy
shit.
for you.
So whose turn did I leave off on? It was Garrett. So James, it is your turn.
Yes.
Oh yeah, let me draw an X over one of them because you guys deserve an X.
Okay. James, as a bonus action, James will do his Theurge
Yeah.
power surge. So I will
Okay.
give myself advantage.
Great.
I
Do
will
it.
Do my.
Logan, these are comments you need to say out loud. Okay. So 5.
Yeah.
Roll to
Logan's
attack.
just nice and doesn't want to interrupt anyone.
No. That's not what it is. If I did, we would never get things done. Well, you're not wrong. Okay,
23.
so the first would have hit. So go ahead and how who are you attacking? The one on the
James
top or
will
bottom?
do the one on the bottom.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Are you putting all 5 into it?
Yeah, he'll do. Let's do thunder just to be cool.
Cool.
So
5d4?
5d4.
Okay. So a streak of lightning flies out of James's palm, smashes right into the center of this creature, and he kind of stumbles back a little, looking surprised at like this kind of smoldering, burnt, crisp kind of hole in the center of his chest, but he's still standing. But James, it looked very cool. Alex, you're up.
Okay, I am going to spend one of my temporary hit dice to gain some more BPM.
Okay.
Okay, that fills me out. Great.
Fills you up great.
Because I have an idea. I would like to use the burden Shamira's madness.
Okay.
Now it says I can affect more than one target, right? If I'm reading this right, per affliction.
There's no limit to the number.
There's no limit to the amount of targets you may afflict.
Yes.
So
but
it's 2 BPM for each of them, right? For each affliction.
Yeah. It's what it looks
so it's
I have 5, and it will cost me 5 to do both of them for 1 round. If I did my math correctly, if what I'm reading is correct, the cost.
that math makes sense to me because 1 round is 1 round. So if you're doing 2 targets for 1 round, 5 BMP makes sense to me. So both of them are going to need to make a DC 15 Wisdom save.
Yes, and then I would like to do Goat's Stupor to make both of them stunned for a round.
Okay, so they both fail. So let me see. They are both stunned. Perfect.
Alright, and that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay, stun means you guys all have advantage. Is that what it means?
The movement speed is set to 0, and all attacks have advantage.
Okay, great. So Demetrius, if you're attacking, you have advantage. It's also your turn.
Yay. All right, then I am going to do a flamethrower on this guy.
Okay. Wait, which one? Top or bottom?
Bottom.
Okay.
Do.
Okay. So then roll to attack.
Damn it.
So that's gonna miss.
Roll advantage.
But you have advantage. No. Do you have advantage?
Yeah.
Well,
that's a
you
plus
miss?
2. So 11.
And 11's gonna miss.
God damn it.
All right, Mariana. She is gonna attempt another. Well, we'll see if she hits first. She is gonna miss, so never mind. Okay. Clay Golem's turn. It can repeat the save at the end of its turn, right? At the end of its next turn? So not this one, but the next one?
But by the time of the next one, it will already be done. It's for 1 round.
That's right. Well, you picked 1 round.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, okay, so it's not going to be doing anything. Cassandra, you are up.
Okay. Question.
Yes.
The beam, does it have to start from me? It says that it's a 30 foot long line. I'm assuming it starts from me, or can I have it start like a little bit away from me?
I'm going to say that these are going to start from you.
Okay. That's fair. I need more BMP, so I'm going to roll hit die.
Mm-hmm.
I got 5.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to move here.
Okay.
Hold on. It's a bit far.
I know
okay.
exactly what you're trying to
3
do.
Squares
Do it.
above. Yeah, I'm going to make a beam on top of them. Okay. Haha. So they're... Oh, actually, no. That is... Okay, wait. Hold on. From me. It's 35, or is it... Which way do you want me to measure? Like that?
It's within 5 feet of a line 30 feet long. So it's got... They're not within 5 feet of each other, are they? They're not.
Targets within 5 feet of a line 30 foot long.
Of
Oh, okay. But
wait,
if I do the line
they
this
are
long,
within the line. So, wait.
Okay.
Sorry. I
So
feel
if
like
a
this should
30-foot
work.
line-
I'm just not reading myself right. Oh my god. Targets within
yeah,
5
so
feet
if
of a
I
line
do the
30 feet
30-foot line this long.
So do a 30-foot line, and they are within 5 feet of that line. Yes. So both of them are going to have to.
Okay.
Yeah, that.
And both of them are stunned, so they auto fail.
So
Okay.
Roll for damage. Are you doing all 5, or are you doing something else?
I'll do all 5. One might as well.
Okay.
Do I still have to? Oh, they auto fail, so I don't have to roll the hit, right?
You have to roll
Oh, you still have to roll a hit, but you get
to
advantage.
hit.
Yes.
They're on the deck save. They have the deck save for it.
Oh yeah.
It says it's a deck saving throw, so I just...
It's a deck saving throw on their end, but they're
so
gonna fail.
They fail because of the stun. Yes.
They're stunned. So roll for damage is what I meant to say.
So I still have to roll damage, but I don't have to roll to hit.
Correct.
Yes.
Got it.
I think the idea is you've already rolled to hit, but yes, roll to attack. I mean, roll damage.
Roll damage.
Roll damage.
Okay. So I'm doing 5d4.
Okay. What type?
9. Oh my gosh, it's so many ones.
Yeah.
Hey, Betty,
Ew.
don't you have a thing?
I do have a thing. Did you use one of my chrono shifts? It
Nope.
was down 1. Okay.
I
hold
saved
on.
your things.
Okay, cool.
You're funny,
Um,
Demetrius.
No, I can't use it on damage die.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
it's-
Anything else you'd like to do?
I only have 5 feet of movement left, so I'm just gonna. Oh,
Oh
wait, no,
what do you
I'm
mean
gonna
your
go
damage
back
max
one.
is out at 12.
Thing. 12 max damage at our proficiency level.
Oh, that's at level 1. You guys are level 3 right now, so you guys have up to 5 BMP, which is 20 max damage.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why you've been capping out at 5 instead of 3. Because at 3 plus your 2 proficiency for level 3, it's 5. So 5 BMPs max, 5d4 damage is 20. Okay, so JB, you are up. Wait, have you been keeping it at 3 because you thought the cap was 12?
No, ma'am.
Okay, good, because I was going to say, fuck, I can't backtrack all that. Okay. I'm trying to minimize, like, accidentally robbing you guys of opportunities. So you guys have been correcting me, which is good. Okay, Cecil, it is your turn.
Right. I'm going to have throw a bolt of necrotic energy at this one that I am pinging.
Okay, how much BMPs you want to put into it?
I have to roll the hit first.
Yes, that. Oh my god. Whoops. Undo.
You get advantage.
You have advantage. Nice. The 22 definitely hits. So, how much BMPs you want to put in?
I will spend all 5.
So 5d4, do it.
And that's my turn.
11?
11 points of necrotic damage.
Cool. So, something happens when this one is attacked by JB, turns into a pile of clay.
Don't tell me it also splits.
I'm gonna run our
It
BMP soon.
turns into 2 more. So, guys, I hope you see a pattern. Yes. So, it is Garrett's turn. Garrett is going to move forward a little bit. Attempt to... Well, let's see if he rolls. Let me see.
I'm guessing those two are not stunned. technically?
These 2 are smaller than the one before. They're kind of like they're very tiny. They're like up. So the one in front of you right now, that bigger one, is like just slightly taller than you, and the smaller ones are like half its size. So they're like probably up to like your waist. Does that make sense? Lightning damage. Ooh, okay. 7. Looks a little pleased with himself, like, oh, I actually hit. James, your turn.
So question, if I do a blast, can I aim it behind them?
Sure.
Cool. So...
Oh, thank God we can do that. I was wondering the same thing.
Yes. So here...
Wait, hold on. I think... Am I misinterpreting what you're saying?
So hang on. So I'm wanting to aim...
So you're saying that if they're within a 10-foot radius, you're trying to aim behind them if they're within the 10-foot radius? Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, so I wanted to aim just behind this one, so I hit these 2 and this one without hitting my friend.
Okay. Does the blast... Hold on. All adjacent creatures within a 10-foot radius, so they all have to make a DC 10?
And the big one auto fails.
The big one auto fails. Hold on, let me roll for the little ones.
Well, first
Dexterity
let me
save?
roll my big 8. And then he'll do offensive, he'll do blast, he'll do...
Okay, so this one succeeds, the other 2 fail.
Gotcha.
So the other 2 take 8 damage?
No, hang on. I'm gonna pump all 5. So that was my BMP. I'll roll to hit now.
You don't need to roll to hit if it.
Oh,
If
you're
they
right,
make-
sorry. Yeah,
If they have to make the save. So
Correct,
roll the damage. So one of them doesn't take damage, the other 2 do.
That's half. Is it half damage, or is it just
No
nothing?
damage.
It's no it's all or nothing. We didn't do half damage.
It's fine.
So let me see. 5d4 is 13.
13, yes.
So, okay. And this one, oops, minus 13. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do, James?
Nope, he will chill here.
Okay. Hey, James.
Hey, Kelly.
You might suddenly remember that you, out of everybody here, has the ability to cast a spell.
Oh,
Hey, Alex, it's your turn.
I didn't know. I didn't think that applied. But if it
It
does,
doesn't pull on your spell slots.
cool. I'll take that technicality.
And 10 feet of each other. They're within 10 feet. Okay, cool. I would like. Am I within 30 feet of him? If I am, beginning of turn, roll for my BPM.
Nice. So you get all 5.
I get it all back. All right, and then I'm gonna move just a little bit closer to the big guy.
Okay.
Not by much. And then I would like to do a radiant chain,
Okay.
but they're still stunned because it would have gone on my end of my turn.
Okay. So then you're rolling at
Natural
it's gonna
20.
hit. So
All 5 BPM.
okay.
And do we crit damage for that?
So Demetrius, real quick, smite extends a spell slot, right? There is no crit in the battle magic thing. If it extends a spell slot, you can't use it. Alex,
Okay.
you get to hit. You don't get any bonuses. So 15. You're just targeting the big one.
Yes, but it's with change, so I get to choose.
Sorry, you said chain. So let me
Yeah,
see.
I get to do
A single target up to affecting a minimum of 2 targets away from each other. So if you're trying to attack, so you need to add more BMPs if you're trying to add more than 1 target. So a chain affects up to 2, and then if
Affecting-
you're trying to add the third one,
I'm not adding the third one. I'm
okay,
only
so
going
just
for
the 2.
2. Yeah, the 2.
Okay,
The big guy and then the smaller guy next to him.
okay, yeah. I was like, what's the distance?
It's
I can't
exactly
measure.
10.
Okay, so then the first one takes full damage. The second one takes half. So half of 15 is 7. Okay, so this one, I'm just gonna remove it. It's gonna be at 0, but I'm gonna keep the initiative. So this one's out of commission. Don't attack it. It's not there. And then that one goes away to be replaced by 2 more. Alrighty, guys. So as you can see, there's a clear pattern to all this. Demetrius, your turn. Oh, you're funny.
All right. I am now. Can I roll, or can I see how badly damaged these 2 are? They're close to me.
This one looks fine. This one you see kind of chunks that have been carved out of their like clay body,
Okay,
but like they're still standing.
gotcha. Okay, I'm going to change it up, and I'm going to blowtorch them.
Okay. So 5. Okay, so you get that.
And is that all 5, or if I roll? Well, I guess I got 3, so never mind.
So that's going to be a miss. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I like where I'm at.
Okay, cool.
And my turn, by the way. Sorry.
All right. It is Mariana's turn. Mariana's going to aim for this one. Well, she's going to attempt to. All right, she is going to miss. Never mind. All right. So this clay golem's going to attack you, Demetrius. It's going to make a slam attack. I need you
Bring it on.
to make me a DC 13 Constitution saving throw or be knocked prone.
Ooh, DC 13.
Yep,
You said dexterity?
Constitution.
Oh, God, sorry.
Okay, so Demetrius, you are prone and you take 7 bludgeoning damage. No, 5 bludgeoning damage.
Got it.
Yep. This one's going to aim for Mariana. Also a slam attack. Mariana's going to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. Or attempt to. She fails. She is prone. This one is... Does this reach you guys?
If you're trying to hit me, no, it doesn't reach me.
Nope.
This is like a general rule.
Make me a DC 13 con save, Betty. Cassandra.
Ew.
Okay, you are
10.
prone.
But I want to use something.
You want to use your chrono shift?
I
Go.
do. Because I would
Okay.
like to not be prone.
I would like.
Probably.
Okay. So
Can I take the crit or do you want me to roll again?
I'm assuming that the crit is what you would have had if you had rolled twice. So I will allow you to take the crit.
Yay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. And this one is going to move right up to you guys and end its turn. Cassandra, your turn. You've got a golem that's about the size of your... Oh my god, my cat's sitting on my notes. Rosie, please, I need to see all these. If I fits, I sits. Literally, this cat. But Cassandra, it is your turn. Why do I sound confused?
Uh,
Are you confused?
I think you're confused because Rosie was on your notes.
Yeah, that. All right, Betty, it's your turn.
Okay. Dee, dee, dee. If I make a beam this way, then does that hit all the 3 of these? If I make it long enough?
Yes, you're gonna need to. Let me see. We took out the rule about the distance thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to add another BMP so that it can have longer length. So that it'll be 40 instead of 30. But it will hit this one, right? This one that's like attacking Mariana because it like clips its edge.
Yes, I will say that you will be able to hit all 3.
Okay, cool. So first I'm gonna roll for BMP. Okay, I get all 5 of them. Okay, so I'm gonna need
So
to
they all need to make a
use-
DC 10 save.
Oh, I forgot. They all need to make a save. I kind of just want to hit them.
Dexterity save.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'll do the beam. I've been having decent luck with it. So, 1 additional BMP for an additional length. Okay. And then, so I can only roll 4 for damage, correct? If I'm
4
going to use all
BMP?
5. Yeah, 4 BMP for damage.
No,
Yes.
you can roll all 5. We took out the rule about affecting distance and range. You'll be able to use all the damage die you want. That you can.
But you took out the rule for
We took out the rule for because like something like Eldritch Blast can affect up to like 300 feet or something. So we were like, well, it doesn't make sense for us to limit you guys because then you guys would be like, I want to aim 180 feet away and only have 1 BMP left to attack with. It was kind of dumb.
Okay.
So 2 of them are going to make the save. This one next attacking Mariana does not.
Does
So
not make
roll
the
your
save.
damage.
Okay. So I will do all 5 of my D4. 13.
All right, this one is out. And then with that, another X is marked off. So you guys have 3 more X's, as you guys can see, with my terrible X's. But you know.
It's fine. Okay.
All right,
Darn, I
JB,
wanted
you
to hit
are
the one in
up.
front of me.
All right, generating some points. That's all 5. I'm going to target the same one with another bolt.
Okay. Roll to hit.
7 does not hit. That concludes my
Nope.
turn.
All right, Garrett. So Garrett just barely hits, but he's going to attack the one attacking you, Cassandra. And he is
cool.
going to attempt to roll
Oh, save me, Garrett.
D4.
Sandra doesn't actually say that.
Lightning damage. So that's -4. All right, James, you are up.
Okay, give me 2, 4, 4. So there's one in front of me, correct?
I'm sorry?
There's one in front of me?
Yeah, no.
Oh, no,
well,
that's Alex.
James, there's one up here,
Yes. I see.
and there's one here, and there's one in front of Cassandra.
Okay. So
Save me, James.
not quite, no. James will use his Theurge ability. Let me see what it's called. Submerge Nose Base.
Okay.
And he
Ooh.
will use it to cast. Can I link this to?
Yep. Link it.
How do I do that from the?
I mean, here, I'll just copy and paste it, I guess. Okay, so your Theurge ability, Submerged Knowledge.
Yes.
You can access and cast one spell per any level list for any level that you can cast. So,
Right. So he will run up to the run up to the clay one in front of Alex.
Okay.
Kind of reach out, put his hand on baby's shoulder, and cast Inflict Wounds.
great.
See if this will work how I want it to. Hopefully
Yeah.
it does. So melee spell.
Make a melee attack. Make a melee spell attack. All right.
Do I
Make a melee spell attack, James.
one per long round because I can't do that again. All right, cool. So I will d20 plus 5. Correct.
To be fair, I also would have chosen Inflict Wounds. Ooh.
Oh,
Oh no.
hate it.
Aw. Misses. But it was a very good effort. I'm very glad you used it. I was like, yo, there's one of you here who can cast one spell.
I was doing all that research. I was looking at spells, and I was the best one.
Oh.
Sad about
Well.
it. All right. Well, I can still do BMP stuff.
Well.
I can still do BMP stuff, right?
Plenty of turns. All right,
Right.
Alex, your turn.
Okay.
Can I still do still do my battle magic stuff?
Oh, yeah. Do you want to roll for MPs?
Yes.
Yeah,
Sure
do that.
5.
Okay, nice.
Um,
All of it. All right. Is anyone like out yet?
I'm getting close. I have.
You
2
guys are.
more.
Yeah. Anyways, Alex,
Cool.
you are up. You guys should all be close. Yeah, I was like, otherwise, you guys are not using your BMPs.
Okay.
Oh,
I would
is he
like
okay.
to. I would roll for my hit dice. 3.
Okay.
Then I would like to use my Stitcher ability, model of efficiency, and I'm going to give this to James, who heroically rushed up here and is now in a bad
Aw.
situation, to give him advantage on at his next saving throw,
Nice.
which is a bonus action, but I can't use that again until my next long rest.
Yep.
And for my action, I would like to disengage.
Okay.
If that is something I can do. If not, I'm just going to disengage back here so I can actually do a ranged spell attack.
Okay.
And then I would like to shoot at you know what, at the end of my turn I would like to do a bit of offensive battle magic and do a radiant bolt.
Okay.
And I would use 3 BPM.
Okay. That's gonna hit.
For a total of 6 radiant
Which
damage.
one are you attacking?
And
The one in front of James?
yes.
Okay.
And that
Great.
is going to end my turn.
Demetrius, what's up? Oh, you're prone.
Yeah, I'm not prone. I'm just doing push-ups.
Okay, so do you make the save again at the end of your...
No, he just has to use half his
Oh.
movement to get up.
So would you like to use half your movement to get up?
Oh yeah.
Okay, great.
While I get up, I'm going to. I don't know if this is possible, but this is how I'm going to picture it. I'm going to basically uppercut the golem, but with a flame. Like
Okay.
kind of like Captain
So-
Falcon.
Okay, so first,
I know I can't do.
you have your
I know,
BMPs, and then roll to attack, and then we'll see if that's feasible. Good, and then roll to attack.
God damn it!
So you attempt to, you gather magic up in your hand, like you feel the flames come in, and then you swing wide and you miss. All right. Mariana, I believe, is also prone, so she's gonna get up
If
and try to attack this thing. Did you want to do anything else? I'm sorry.
I can do it later.
You can do it now if you have the ability to and you want to.
Well, is it possible for me to use laying of hands?
Yes,
Does-
you can
okay.
use lay on hands. It doesn't take up a spell slot.
That's what I figured. I'll hold on to it right now.
Okay. So Mariana is gonna attempt to Great. So Mariana is totally gonna hit. She's gonna try to attack. I don't remember which one. This one. All right. So this one is bye-bye. A lump of clay, and that is her turn. Golems. Hey, Cassandra. I need you to make me 2 DC 13 Constitution saves.
2?
Yep. Demetrius, go ahead and make me 2 as well.
Oh wait, okay. I'm
So, well, I
definitely
mean,
not
you're prone.
taking that one.
So,
I'm not taking
what?
that one. I'm
Okay.
gonna chrono shift.
Okay. So then you have a 22
Oh,
for the
yeah.
first one. Roll me again.
Okay.
This one's gonna attack you twice. So you saved the first one. Demetrius saves the first time. He's attacking you again. Demetrius, roll again.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Demetrius passes.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Cassandra, roll me again.
7.
You're prone.
Wasted
Okay.
that chrono shift.
So, oh shit, yeah, and you take
No one
damage.
con saves like
Let me roll the damage.
Demetrius con saves.
Both of them? Do I?
No, you saved the first one, but let me see the second one.
Okay.
Uh,
I guess it's good that I used it then. I'm squishy.
You're gonna take
Don't
7
hit me too hard.
bludgeoning damage.
7 damage. Okay,
Yep.
that's fine.
Alrighty, Cassandra, it is
use
your
it then.
turn. You can use half your movement to get up, and I guess attack. So that wasn't very helpful in
Okay.
hindsight.
Yeah, I'll use 23 minus 7. Okay. I can't do math. It's too
It's
late
okay.
at night.
I use a calculator to like do everything nowadays.
Yeah, I'm just going to hit the one right in front of me. Use a bolt. Does a 20 hit?
A 20 will hit. Roll that damage.
Yay. Okay, I only have 4 BMP. Because I only rolled 4, so 4 D4. Okay, 10.
Okay. Cassandra,
Okay.
it's still standing. But
That's
it's
fine.
clearly taken some damage. JB, you are
I'm
up.
gonna wait. Hold on. I'm gonna use my discipline bonus action to Misty Step because
Okay.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Sure.
So I get. I think Misty Step's only 30 feet. Let me check real fast.
I think it's also 30 feet.
Yeah, it's 30 feet. Okay. Garrett, save me. Cassandra doesn't actually say that.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I just teleported next to Garrett. It's great. Okay, that's it. I'm done.
JB, you are up.
It's a shame you didn't say that out loud because I would have said as JB. I got you, Cher.
Aww.
Oh,
BFFs.
But
Aw.
going to generate some battle magic, and I'm going to send a bolt at the one that Cassandra just left.
Okay. Go on.
That's a 16. Does a 16 hit?
Roll for damage.
That's 15 points of necrotic
All right.
damage.
This one goes bye-bye.
Cassandra didn't say it out loud because Garrett hasn't really been hitting things.
Aw. Well, Garrett is going to use his very last BMP to try to do something.
You can do it, Garrett. We believe in you.
Oh, that's really nice of you, Cassandra. I really hope so too. Okay, so then, ooh, absolutely. So let me see. So spurred on by the encouragement of Cassandra, whether Cassandra was being sincere or not, Garrett launches one last bolt of lightning at this creature here and turns it into a pile of clay. And then with that, all the boxes have been marked off. And you guys find yourselves back in the battle magic classroom. And Professor Romanov would be standing there in front of you. And he doesn't slow clap again like the other time, but he looks at all of you, kind of mentally counting, like, oh yeah, all of you guys are here. And then he addresses all of you.
Good job. I hope that this was useful for all of you. I guess you all passed. You could have done better, but I suppose you deserve rewards for a job passably done.
Professor Romanov then reaches beneath his desk and pulls out a toy treasure chest, much like what you would see in a toy store. And he pulls out various items from it and just hands it to you guys. So, Cassandra, you receive a vintage-looking scroll. It looks very tattered, very worn. Jean-Baptiste, He hands you a voodoo doll that looks just like you. James receives a bright, sparkly looking potion. Demetrius receives a battered looking baseball cap. Alex, you receive a lucky cat token. Garrett receives a bag that makes like a clanking sound inside, and there's a note tied to it that says, "Do not lose or consume." Mariana is given a pair of non-prescription wire-rimmed glasses. So I will link that all to you in chat as to what they do.
It's a scroll.
So, real quick, scroll contains 2 uses. A glyph of warding, does not require material components to cast. JB, a voodoo doll that basically takes damage up to 25 HP so that you don't take damage. Potion, James receives a potion containing 2 doses of haste. Demetrius, your baseball cap, you get 3 uses out of this. Think of Harry Potter. Alex, your lucky cat token is kind of like the lucky feet. And for Garrett and Mariana, it's to be determined.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi.
Thanks, Share.
Thank you, Professor Romanov.
Ooh.
If you wouldn't mind letting us sell into that wine cellar again, that would also be an acceptable reward.
With that, after he's done doling out prizes, much to your collective confusion, as it would take a little bit of time to determine, to figure out what each item does, he dismisses you all for the day. As you guys walk back to your dormitories, Alex, you realize that you actually haven't seen Alyssa in a couple of days now.
Alex will go
Are you
investigate.
going to tell any of us? Or drag any of us with you?
Yeah. Hey, I haven't seen Alyssa in a little bit.
Want to go find your girlfriend?
So as you guys are thinking about this,
Alex blushes.
the kind of magical sound speaker comes on, and you guys hear Headmistress Valentine's voice kind of echoing through campus. And it just says, "Students report to the auditorium immediately." And you guys kind of see students heading towards the auditorium.
Does she sound worried?
It sounds almost like a standard kind of tone, like you can't make any emotion from it.
Okay.
It's kind of a little bland, a little authoritative. No hint as to what's this about.
I guess we should go to the
You know, like how they
auditorium.
have pre-recordings of things?
Mm-hmm.
Or like Alexa, you know? Kind of like one of those things,
Yeah.
but not Alexa. Okay,
I guess that first.
Well, she'll probably be there, so let's just go. Yeah.
Hopefully.
okay.
Yeah.
So you guys go, and you guys find yourself sitting amongst other students from different years. And when the room is relatively full, Headmistress Valentine walks back onto the podium and she says, "Students, I know that you have had many questions these past weeks and that we have been scarce in addressing your concerns. The other faculty members, including myself, have been investigating the disturbing incidents that have occurred, including speaking with the students involved. With this in mind, we have concluded that what happened on the first year floor a couple weeks ago is an independent event from what happened with the older students. However, all these events have involved breaches in the security wards of this campus, and this is unacceptable. We are continuing to investigate these incidents, and you will receive updates accordingly. Additionally, we will not be releasing the names of the students involved for their privacy. However, their families have been contacted. I expect older students to continue to act respectfully and to not spread gossip to younger years, especially with open house approaching." And with that, she adds, "I can share that another student has been attacked and that another student has gone missing. But again, we are not releasing the names of the students involved. Please continue to look out for one another and report any suspicious activities that you may notice happening around campus. We will update you when we have more information."
Kelly, you're evil.
For now, you are dismissed. Please return to your dormitories. older students will be canvassing the floors. And that is where we're going to end this episode, guys. Until next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.
What a cliffhanger.
So evil.
The DM giveth, and the DM taketh away.
So evil.
No, you had a girlfriend, Alex.
No.
Now she's
had.
gone.
I haven't confirmed
For
or denied
roughly
anything.
Less than a session. For less than a session.
Alex can't be happy.
Not allowed to be happy.
Thanks for listening. For more information about the world of Arcadia Academy, please check out our website, bookwyrmsandcatdragons.com. That is book, W-Y-R-M-S, and catdragons.com. Everything is spelled exactly how it sounds, except for worms, which is W-Y-R-M-S. And if you like what you're listening to so far, please consider supporting our Patreon, patreon.com/bookwyrmsandcatdragons. Patrons get exclusive access to the behind-the-scenes content that you won't find anywhere else, including a new patron shoutout, an invite to patron-only Discord channels, and depending on the tier, access to our Party Talk segments where we discuss sessions, opportunities to name NPCs, chances to submit a signature spell for the world, invitations to monthly Q&As with our team, and so much more. See you next time!
Some notes for the episode. In case you were wondering why Professor Walker's personality has suddenly changed, that would be because Kelly forgot the backstory she originally wrote for him. But David most certainly remembered. Oops. This episode is rather heavy on the mechanics of battle magic, despite the fun title. As it turns out, Betty was able to join us after all. Surprise! Kelly originally planned to have the party fight more humanoid creatures, but David was concerned about first kills and all that, to which Kelly originally said, psh. But then they came up with the one training golem that becomes 2 medium golems that eventually become 4 little golems idea. Kelly really liked that, so they went with the training golem. The party would like to note that Kelly is evil and or a monster. Possibly both. Kelly isn't quite sure that she's earned either title just yet. Maybe in a couple episodes? Kelly actually did not intend to end the episode where it did. But oh well, c'est la vie, and all that.